And live from the rinks in Hop Park, New York, the Stony Brook University Seawolves take on the Lebanon Valley College Dutchmen in an ESCHL divisional matchup. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live, everyone. Andy Bignani here, and today the Stony Brook Seawolves will face off in Game 2 of this two-game set against the Lebanon Valley College Dutchmen. Last night, the Seawolves defeated the Dutchmen by the score of 6-4 in a game that really wasn't as close as the score would indicate. Both teams received 5-minute major penalties. Lebanon Valley College was called for theirs earlier in the game, and the Seawolves wound up scoring one goal on that 5-minute power play. Midway through the third period, the Seawolves were called for their 5-minute major. At the time, the score was 5-2, and Stony Brook was dominating the game. Lebanon would capitalize on that 5-minute man advantage and score 2 power play goals, making the game 5-4 with under 5 minutes to play. But the Dutchmen would eventually fall, and the Seawolves would add an empty net goal and come away with that 6-4 to win. So, Andy, we'll talk about how that game started last night, and it really, from the first shift, put Lebanon in a tough situation.
It did. They took a penalty 24 seconds into the game, and they called on the boarding penalty where Azowski went into the boards and he was knocked off. The Seawolves didn't score on that power play chance, but it really started dictating the tempo for the Seawolves as they really controlled the majority of that first period and most of the first half of the second, where you saw guys like Frank Kasha put in that really big slap shot, which we have replay of from the goal cam, which we'll show you later. And they really got it going. The first 2 periods were the Seawolves. The third period was all Lebanon Valley as they took command of the shot totals as they outshot Stony Brook 40-34 for the game. They had 3 unanswered goals in the span of 3 minutes, which forced Coach Garofalo to call a timeout, which is the right thing to do at that point after giving up that second power play goal. And it really gave the Seawolves a chance to settle down and figure out how they were going to play the last few minutes of the game.
Yeah, I totally agree. The momentum, the Dutchmen came flying out of the gate, so to speak. And that first penalty that unfortunately they took created that momentum wave for the Seawolves. And even though, like you said, they did not score in that first power play, it just created a monumental wave of flow after flow, of play after play in the Lebanon zone. And finally they scored, got up 1-0, and took a 2-0 lead getting at the end of that first period.
And then they jumped out to a 4-1 lead.
Right, Lebanon would get on the board, cutting it to 2-1, and then, the Seawolves responded almost within 50 seconds of that goal, making it 3-1, then going up 4-1, and then eventually 5-1, and then Lebanon got that one goal before that 5-minute major, which again we've got to call out. The officiating yesterday was not stellar, to say the least.
There were some plays, including that rush that Hovanek had in the third, that he was called offsides. You look at the replay, that puck was over the blue line before he was, and he lost out on a breakaway chance on Wilms. Right,
and again, those are the plays that drive coaches crazy because it changes momentum, and it's your top scorer who's right there, ready to go in on a breakaway, and he's nullified because of a bad call. The other bad call yesterday, too, was there was two 5-minute major penalties. Now, we saw on the replay the penalty that the Lebanon player took, and it was an elbow, and it did knock Cartwright down. And Cartwright had already been injured previously on a check into the wall, and Cartwright's not in the game today with the upper body injury. He's getting checked out right now. But the other 5-minute major, which caused on DeFeo, which caused a game misconduct as well, and they lost DeFeo for a good part of that third period.
They gave him a game misconduct
was not a major penalty. When we look back at the replay of that, he turns around with the stick, and at best, it's a cross-check. At best, the referee makes the call, not really in a position to make the call, but makes a call anyway. Don't make a call. If you don't see the play, you turn around and tell the coaches, I missed it. I apologize, but I missed the call.
They may not be happy at that moment, but they understand that you are human. You're not going to catch everything.
Exactly. And we don't have a two-man officiating crew in the ACHA, which is another thing that they should be thinking about bringing into this league because, truthfully, this is a fast game with players that are big. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the play, and a referee has to keep his eye on the puck, watching the play, and he can't rely on linesmen to make these calls because they also have to watch the play as well. What goes on behind the play is a lot of times not penalized, it could be penalized. It would keep the game less chippy and would keep it more skilled. All right, we're going to take a look at the goal last night, courtesy of our man who puts the GoPros in the nets for us.
We got a good shot of Frank Kosh's goal, which is the 17th of the season.
Yeah, so we'll watch it from the net right here. There's Manning, and now here's the pass across, and here comes the shot, folks. Ready? Boom!
And that is a rip.
And that was a big shot.
And now you're going to watch it again in slow motion. You just watch this. As it's coming across, he goes high. He goes glove high.
And there it is.
And now you just watch it. It just hits off the side of the net and back out that fast.
Yeah. And I'm looking at the reaction of the two Lebanon players going, holy cow, what a shot. So that was that's great. We had that GoPro in the net. We usually put it in for the first game of the two. And maybe they'll put it in again today. I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll just have to make sure that we get a heads up on that. We'd love to be able to get cameos of that during the game. Would be awesome, but that's a stretch for us right now. And folks, do remember too. This is a program that we do. We don't charge anybody for it. It's free. We hope you all enjoy it. We do it for passion. We do it for love of the sport. And we've been doing this with the Seawolves now for a number of years. Trevor, who's our producer, has been doing it much longer than anybody. Ever since he back in his college days, and he's been out of college for a few years now. So
wow, you're making Trevor and myself feel really old here. So.
Well, listen, you guys have still got a long way to catch up to me. So, but anyway, we just want to make sure that we do it out of fun. We call out both teams all the time. We call out the Stony Brook Seawolves as well, only because we know the game as well, and we played the game, so we know it pretty well. And refereeing as well, we'll call that out when we see it and make our opinions known. And like we said, there's always a volume control. If you don't like it, you can turn it off.
Yes, you can. But don't, because hopefully you like the sound of our voices and what we're talking about.
All right. So the teams are on the ice for their warm-up for another 30 seconds, and then they'll be off. We'll get an ice cut, and then we'll get going. We're going to try our best. We're going to try our best to make sure that we get to the end of this game quickly and get packed up because there's a big football game later on today we all want to watch, and we're going to hope that the Seawolves come ready to play today. Yesterday was, like I said, closer in score than actual score would indicate, but today is one of those games that the Seawolves need to come away with a victory. They are still ranked number one,
and it would give them
want to keep that ranking.
And it would give them the lucky 13-game winning streak, going into the last series of the year against Central Oklahoma before the conference playoffs.
All right, folks, we're going to take a break right now, and we'll be back for the start of the game. Thanks for tuning in and watching Seawolves Hockey Live. We'll see you in a little bit. Welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live, everyone. Andy Bignani along with Andy Sukoff. Trevor behind the controls is we're watching. We should know what's going on the ice. I mean, that would be ideal, but we didn't get our sheet today, unfortunately. But Stony Brook does these great things with the charities and the
very involved in the community.
Very, very involved in the community. And Erin and her team, the Ice Girls, they do a great job bringing the kids out onto the ice.
The League of Yes.
The League of Yes. Okay, that's that's who we're witnessing on the ice today. So we're just moments away from the teams getting on the ice, and they're going to take donations in the lobby and things of that nature. So it's really again, like I said, you got to really enjoy what Stony Brook does for the year.
They have so many different charities that they partner up with.
They do a great job. They really do. And last night we had a really, really nice crowd in here last night. And today, not a bad crowd for a special Sunday. Considering that that's special Sunday, it's not till later in the day. But we got a pretty decent crowd here today. Teams will get on the ice soon, and we'll get this game going. But it's really cool. They got one guy out there he wants to skate, and they're holding him. He wants to start moving his feet. Should put him on a pair of skates.
Couldn't hurt.
Yeah. So, all right, we got our Stony Brook guys coming in to help us with the cameras. It's great to see them up here helping us out today. And
now I think they're fighting over which camera they're going to each use.
Well, one guy's lead, one guy's replay, so you know how it works.
Yep.
So. Speaking of which, we added that new feature this year, the replay feature. It's been really great. We're going to be here one more weekend, and that's next weekend, as we're going to be welcoming in Central Oklahoma.
Yep, the reigning defending national champions.
Yes, the reigning champions, and Seawolves will be facing them. All right, so we have a different referee today. It's I'm not even going to attempt. That name starts at one shoulder and ends at the other.
That's not that sauerkraut guy, right?
Sauerkraut, yeah, sour or whatever. But he'll be reffing the game tonight. We got McCutcheon back again on the lines, as well as another linesman from.
Like Schildkraut, I think.
Yeah, Schildkraut is the ref. Stewart is our other linesman, along with McCutcheon.
I'm going to stick with sauerkraut.
All right, Seawolves making their way onto the ice. Today they're wearing the whites. Wore the reds yesterday. And the team is on the ice. Today we have one scratch in the lineup. That's Michael Cartwright will be out of the lineup today. Substituting for him today will be Joe DiTizio. And everyone knows Joe DiTizio and what he went through. Tremendous battle with the heart, and has made it all the way back. He's just talking with his mom, and she is extremely excited to see her son play. There he is, number 4. And almost with tears in her eyes, she was really excited. So
yeah, I mean, any parent is happy to see their kid play.
So we're going to be excited to see Joe get on the ice. We're going to kick it down to the public announcer, who's going to give us the starting lineups for both teams. So listen closely as we get the starting lineups.
Lineup for Lebanon Valley. Right now, number 19, Straub.
Straub on D, number 19.
Number 25, Thompson. Number 23, Pussick. And in net, number 33, Manson. Starting lineup for Stony Brook. Number 14, Brendan Colello. Number 29, Matt Gervasi. Number 21,
right, so here's a quick lineup. 21 Bozer, 29 Gervaisi, 14 Colillo, number 3 Bishop, number 75 Kasha, and in net Scarola. And welcome back, folks. Finishing up the starting lineups for Lebanon Valley, it'll be Thompson centering Skurlik. Pessig on D will be Reno, and Straub in net Manquin. And again for the Seawolves, Gervaisi will be centering Bozer, and Colillo. On D will be Bishop and Kasha, and Todd Scarola in net.
And this is a game that really both teams need, but if Lebanon Valley can take this one, that's another statement win that they have on their resume heading into nationals. They have 2 wins over the number 1 team in the nation. For Stony Brook, they can take 3 out of 4 against this upstart Lebanon Valley team that if they were to win this game, it would be a 21-6 team that is going to be a very strong team moving forward. That's going to be big for them as well.
All right, the 2 captains are going to take a ceremonial puck drop. That's Heffernan and JT Hall will take the complimentary drop there. And there it goes down. And 2 pucks are dropped. It's really great what they do with these kids, I'll tell you. It's great.
And JT Hall gives the pucks back to him. It's very nice.
All right, folks, we'll be ready to go in just a minute here. I agree with what you just said about both teams needing the win. I just think, competitive-wise, Lebanon could give Stony Brook a really good game here today. I just don't know whether or not they have the skill level yet to get there.
We saw it in bits and pieces yesterday where Lebanon Valley really did take it to Stony Brook and put the Seawolves back on their heels.
Yeah.
For big parts of the third period especially.
And again, I just think it's because Stony Brook took the pedal off. If Stony Brook keeps the pedal down and that momentum going, they're a tough team
When
to beat.
Lizoldi scored that goal that made it 5-1, I had said that it was the put-away goal. And at that point, I'm thinking to myself, I may have just, those aren't the things you say. And Lebanon Valley really did put on a valiant effort to come back into that game and make it into a 1-goal game.
Yeah. All right. Now, we know the momentum changed very quickly in this game yesterday. Let's see how it goes today. All right. Showcock ready to drop the puck, and off we go. Underway. Face-off won by Lebanon. And this is Straub with the puck. And chipped in by Pessig. And back to the neutral zone. Colillo on left wing. Skating down with the puck. He'll dump in. All the way around. Bozer to get there first. And picked up by Reno. Reno out to Pessig. He's got Thompson skating in wide. Scarola will send it around the wall. And no one there but Seawolves at this time. This is Kasha through the neutral zone with speed. This is Kasha dumping in, chasing after his pass. Kasha in to get it. He's watched by Horst. Kasha still with the puck, controls it, now loses a handle on it. Screamed to the board by Horst and dumped out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Gervaisi as Lebanon Valley goes for a change, as does Stony Brook.
Well, talking about Kasha, as he was pinching into the corner, he's a very offensively minded defense and a very good one at that.
Yeah.
So he's able to make those plays down low and still make an impact out there from either at the point or anywhere out on the offensive zone.
Yeah, Bishop sent the pass across. It was picked off at a neutral zone, fired on net, and Scarola decided to hold on And we'll get a face-off in the Seawolves zone
This
to
is
the
gonna
left
be
of Scarola.
This is going to be Scarola's 13th game of the season. He's coming into the game with a spotless 12-0 record, a 2.06 goals against, a 924 save percentage, and 3 shutouts.
Right. And the Seawolves play very strong in front of him. This is Frank. Now, Kasha and Sherding are actually on the ice together. That's not rarity. Usually you don't see both those guys on the ice at the same time. Picked up by Underhill, coming in on left wing. He's got help. He's got Hall with him. Bring it to the net as Lizaldi, and just pushed to the corner. Good play defensively, not allowing that puck to get through to Lizaldi.
Lizaldi had an opportunity, but he just knocked away as he was looking for that extra shot.
Good forecheck here by the Seawolves. Excellent forecheck. Coming in hard on Lebanon. Back to the point to Sherding. Sends it across to Luke Gilbert. Sends a low pass to deflection for Hall, but did not get through. And now Hall's pass out.
Hall was looking for the centering pass for Underhill. As Underhill would have had an empty net. But Hall, if he could hang on to that puck for an extra split second, try to get that wraparound, he would have had an easy goal himself.
Sherding going to come down off wing. Sends it out in front. Back to the point. The Satola sends a low shot through. Got blocked. Then a turnaround shot by Bokikio got blocked. This is Satola. We'll handle it in the Seawolves zone.
Lebanon Valley using the body early on in the game, putting on some hits, blocking shots, which we didn't see much of early in the game yesterday. They were not able to block many shots until midway through the game.
Bokikio on a breakaway now. He's got Straub with him, and Straub caught up. Bokikio unable to get a good shot off. But
That was a good defensive back check by Straub. He was able to get the angle.
to the point to Miller. Back to Heffernan. Heffernan with a shot. High riser. Missed the net. Pinching in is Miller. And squirts out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Satola, who get it across to Heffernan. Heffernan will lose his footing and get back up and pick the puck up. Heffernan through the neutral zone now. And he whiffs on it.
See what's going off on a change that they needed. That line had been out there for a good while.
Stemke in on the forecheck for the Seawolves. All on the wall is Crockett. Picked up by Stemke. Puck goes back behind the net.
This is the line yesterday that started out for the Seawolves, the Crockett line. And they made a statement early, drawing a penalty in the first 25 seconds of the game.
Now that pass goes off the wall. I don't know if Miller was going for that pass, but puck in the Lebanon Valley zone. We're going to call an icing here. No, actually, no icing. I thought I heard a whistle blow. Maybe it was just me. This will be an icing as it'll go all the way down. And faceoff will be back in the Lebanon Valley zone.
We're going to take a look at Bokikio's opportunity here. Here's the outlet pass from DeFeo. Bokikio had the initial step, and then here comes Straub. Takes an angle, much like you see an outfielder do on a ball that gets past the shortstop. He takes the angle to the ball so it doesn't roll all the way to the wall. Straub does the same thing so Bokikio doesn't get that outside edge. And Straub pushes him out of the way and doesn't let him get a good shot on.
Face off to the left of Manquin, and he'll do it again. The Seawolves will have to change their sentiment. Osowski will go in for the draw. And one back by Lebanon. Back to the point. Kasha sends a shot off of Thompson. And ricochets back behind the net. Picked up by Crockett. Back to the point. And a low shot deflected up into the chest of Manquin. Good low shot by Bishop. And it was deflected out in front.
So now we're seeing the Seawolves start to get some mounted pressure in the offensive zone. They're starting to change the momentum back onto their side. The early part of the game, Lebanon Valley was pushing back. Now it's the Seawolves getting into the zone and making a statement.
Stemke and Osowski back battling against Nolan and Thompson. And that's a 2-on-2 battle down low. Picked up by Stemke. And he's ridden to the board by Thompson. Now Crockett will come in. Crockett now picks the puck up for the Seawolves. He's got Kasha out in front. Kasha with shot. Blocked in front. And now a breakout for Lebanon Valley. 2-on-1. Coming down. Shot. Oh! That's a goal. Good shot there on the short side. Skurlik, who was the big troublemaker for Lebanon yesterday, gets a nice goal here.
Yes, he does. We're going to take a look at that one again.
Stony Brook got caught. The defense pinched and got caught with the 2-on-1.
So there's the outlet pass. Here comes Skurlik. And Bishop has to make a choice. He is anticipating the pass.
Yeah, well, he did.
Skurlik takes the shot.
Bishop made the right move. The goaltender has to take the shooter. He just beat Scarola with a great shot on the short side. 1-0 Lebanon. Puck in the Lebanon Valley zone. Bozer in on the forecheck. Seawolves come back with their fourth line, and that puck is frozen underneath a Lebanon player, so they'll face it off.
And for Skrlik, that's his 8th goal of the season. Gives him 15 points on the year. For Thompson, his 6th assist. So early fireworks here for Lebanon Valley. About 4 minutes into the game, they open up the scoring. Yesterday we didn't see the first goal until about 7 minutes to go in the first.
Right.
Gervaisi going to take this face-off here.
To the left of Manquin, and face-off won by Lebanon. Picked up by Straub. Through the neutral zone. Comes Boyd. He sends it wide of the net. On the puck is Thomas. Sends it back around the wall. Seawolves have to get their legs moving. They're just not skating right now, and they're kind of like almost in wait mode versus being in move mode, you know?
Yeah, we've seen that in certain games in the second game of back-to-back series, that they, at the first period, sometimes starts a little slow. They can't let that happen,
right?
Especially not at this point in the
Lebanon
season.
had a very quick start yesterday. The only problem is that they were so pumped up they went into the box early,
right?
And it gave the Seawolves that offensive momentum.
Yes. Today, now Lebanon taking the offensive momentum, and the Seawolves have to take a step back and get back to what they do best, and that's pressure the puck, push it back into the offensive zone, and make the goalie work.
Right. And it's going to be Joe DeTizio's first shift, folks. Number 4 out for the Seawolves. A nice blocker save by Scarola there. The Seawolves got to get their legs moving here. This is Lazaldi skating down and trying to do it on his own. And back into the Lebanon zone. And back out to the neutral zone. Dumped into the Seawolves end. And Scarola sends it to the wall, picked up by JT Hall. This line was shut out yesterday. They didn't do too much.
They got the goal with the empty netter.
With the empty netter at the end. But we need, these guys, these are your top players.
This is your big gun line. This is the one that you expect to put up points in bunches.
Mm-hmm.
Luzoldi did have 2 goals.
Yeah. But I mean, as a line, though.
Yeah, as a line, they weren't where you.
I mean, JT Hall had a post. I mean, he came very close yesterday as well. Underhill had a breakaway.
And you have certain expectations with this line, and some may say that they weren't met. But when you do get 3 goals, but could have been possibly 6 or 7,
yeah,
you wonder what could have been. But you take that production when you get it,
mm-hmm.
because if you can continue getting those points in bunches, that's going to be hard for a lot of teams to stop.
Good keeping by the Seawolves here, and the puck comes out all the way down to the neutral zone and into the Seawolves zone, picked up by Satola, who had a goal yesterday as well. And his pass is almost picked off. It's that said, they're just one step behind right now. They need to pick their game up. And that pass by Bishop trying to find DeFeo did not connect. Satola will send it back. DeFeo behind the net. Working behind the net with the puck is DeFeo. Controls it out to Kasha, but that puck was knocked down, did not get to him. Kasha back to get it for the Seawolves. Pass across to Bishop. Bishop coming up right wing, cross-side feed over to Kasha, but it was behind him. Passing is not crisp right now. And this is an icing. This will go all the way down.
And that's a good break for the Seals.
Yeah.
Now it's coming all the way back down. That Lebanon Valley line had been out for a good while.
Yep.
Now they're going to be tired, and you got to give a fresh line for the Seawolves. You're going to have Bakikio's line out there.
And by the way, we made a statement last night that the Seawolves changed on that icing. They are allowed to do that when a timeout is called.
Okay, and now we know.
ACHA rules. So
now we know.
That's why the change was made. Back to Bakikio, to Kasha, to Sherding, to Gilbert, who fires a shot on, and it was blocked down by Manquin. Feo controlling the puck out to Sherding. Sherding fakes the shot, jumps over the guy trying to block it.
That's an effective move.
Sherding it deep. Back to the point to Gilbert. Gilbert sends one on. The screenshot, Satola in front, and Manquin was able to see it. Now Satola's got a glove off, and it's a 2-on-2 right now. Puck on goal. Scarola makes the save. And Controlling it is Gilbert behind the net, waiting for Crockett. And here they come. Looking for Osaski. Tap pass into the zone. Stemkin on the forecheck on Hall. Right now, the passing for Lebanon is very crisp, very quick, and it's getting them out of their zone. They're not getting pinned in. Seawolves trying to create some kind of a forecheck, but credit Lebanon for doing a good job getting the puck out.
And they're doing a very good job of just poking the puck out just far enough where it won't be icing, but it forces the Seawolves to have to do a full regroup. And it's also forcing the Seawolves defense to be unable to pinch in and put more offensive pressure into the slot and higher up.
Right.
This one's dumped down yet again.
Could have been an icing, but yeah. But players didn't skate. Soski coming down on his off wing. Backhand feed to the front and right onto Mankin. Not able to get to the front of the net was Heffernan or Bozer. Or Gervasi, actually. And faceoff will be in the Lebanon zone to the left of Manquin. We are down to 10:23 to go in the first period. Lebanon Valley has the lead, 1-0.
So Gervais going to take this faceoff here, and he was pretty successful on faceoffs yesterday. Won a little over 50% of his opportunities.
And Lebanon doing a good job on the faceoffs today, too, in their own zone, especially able to control the puck, not give the Seawolves a chance. Good offensive play here coming in on Kasha.
McCowan with a really good play getting
Kasha was able to keep his speed and his momentum. Bozer's going to offset the we're going to have a penalty as Bozer was pulled down, hooked down. I think it was Straub.
They're going to call for the trip. It's going to be Reno going off.
Reno will go off, and
good use of the speed by Bozer to draw the penalty.
Here's the call. Faceoff will be to the left of Manquin. The Seawolves on their first power play. It was successful yesterday, getting a couple, and only one on that 5-minute power play. But
they went 1 for 4 yesterday.
Yeah, 1 for 4. Yeah,
they scored the one on the 5-minute advantage with 22 seconds to go.
Right. Oh, swing and a miss, Underhill. This is Lazal. He controls it. Back to the point. The Sherding fires a shot and gobbled up by Manquin. Sherding is another one who can bring a shot.
Yeah, the Seawolves are very fortunate that they have two guys from the point that have big booming shots and one that shoots in each direction. One who shoots left-handed, one who shoots right-handed. Most teams wish they could have just one of those.
Yeah. And if they were on the same power play line, it would be an incredible one-time capability.
Yeah, but maybe you don't want them on the same line because you can because when one's tired, you have the other one come on and let it rip.
True. This is JT Hall skating up with speed through the neutral zone. Comes Hall, walking right in, fires high over the top of the net.
And he had Underhill there on a 2-on-1 opportunity as well, but Hall was looking all the way at the shot.
Right. Underhill is Sherding. Sherding back to Underhill. He's got Bokikio in front and Hall. Back to Sherding at the point. Sends it over to Bokikio. Back to Sherding. Sherding looking for some options here. Crack over to Bokikio. Stony Brook is spread out here pretty well. And moving around, down low, Bokikio. Back to Sherding. Sherding's got to shoot that puck. Loose puck. Bokikio will pick up the rebound after it was knocked down in front. Good job blocking that shot. Sherding will send it. Cross-ice feed. Oh, deflected right off the goaltender.
Yeah, deflected through to Underhill.
Back to the point. Sherding fakes the shot. Gets it to Bokikio. Bokikio looking for options. Trying to get it back to Sherding. Just off the mark. And then a tip opportunity by Underhill goes up into the netting. And that line will come off down to 31 seconds to go in the man advantage for Stony Brook.
Well, they're putting some good shots on. They've gotten a couple of good quality
really
chances.
Struggling on trying to get pucks to the net.
They can't get them to the net, but they're getting some shots. The Flying Dutch are leaving certain areas open, so Sherding can get that shot from the point because they're playing a box in the slot.
Yeah.
And they're not letting anybody get close to the net, but they can't screen.
And they're blocking lots of shots.
Yeah, which is what Lebanon Valley was so successful in yesterday, scoring a few goals, that they had screens in front of Wilms. If the Seawolves can get some screens in front of Manquin, it would certainly help.
Control and play. This is Kasha with the puck over to Osaski. Kasha, wait, take that one-time shot. Back to Kasha. Wrist shot down low, fakes the shot. Gets it to Satola, down to the last 15 to go in the power play. Osaski sends it high over the top of the net. Gilbert's going to pinch in. As well as Osaski gets in there, and Gilbert trying to keep it deep, but down to 2 seconds to go, the man advantage as the player comes off the...
They could have had at least 4 or 5
Osaski
that were
with
blocked
the
away.
puck, sends it back across to Kasha. Kasha sends it across to Satola, sends it just wide. Oh, it just missed the post. Seawolves unable to capitalize.
They
Kasha.
got 2 shots on, but unfortunately, Satola had the angle.
Good play by
He was
DeFeo, beating
dragging
out
that one across.
This is Gilbert, and his shot is blocked. Too long with the puck. Got to move the puck quicker.
Yeah, Straub slides down, sacrifices the legs to make that block.
Gilbert had a lot of open ice there and could have got the puck through faster.
He waited about a half a second too long as he was trying to drag that one just a little bit further.
I think he's also waiting for Stony Brook to get in front of the net, too. And
you want to set up the screen, but if it's not there, so you just got to let it rip.
This is Hall back on the ice, and his pocket was picked there, nicely taken away, and through the neutral zone comes Thomas. Thomas still controls the puck as he pushed to the wall by Kasha, but Thomas comes away with the puck. Back to the point to Horst. Horst will send it down low to Thomas. Thomas sends a cross-ice feed. Up high, shot, knocked down by Scarola.
Around a little bit, Scarola just hits the deck, grabs it to make sure that Lebanon Valley doesn't make the second chance opportunity.
Yeah, Scarola's going to make an equipment adjustment.
Bounced off the chest pad, and it was kind of, so you're going to watch that there. As he jumps up to get the high shot, it just bounces up. He goes for it to put it in the glove, and it falls to the crease, and he just hits the deck.
Face off to the right of Todd Scarola. 6:52 left to go in the first period. The Dutchman up by the count of 1-0 on the Seawolves. Back to the point. Straub with a shot, saved by Scarola, right on goal. Scarola knocked it down, the rebound out in front of him, and he popped down on it.
So that's what you got to do.
Face off to the right of Scarola. It's JT Hall on the draw. And Miller will pick it up and get it over to Tizio, who's on for his second shift. Back pass up to the point. Tizio knocks that pass down, and Miller sends it all the way down. And it's going to be an icing because no one touched the puck.
Yeah, Miller was looking for the home run pass at JT Hall. It skipped over his stick.
Yeah, and I don't know whether that was so advised because JT was not alone. It was a lot of players around him.
He would have been going 1-on-2. And while, the team has full faith that JT Hall can get through anybody, that's not one of those odds you want to play this early in the game.
Right. Be patient. Patience is a virtue right now. Tizio coming all the way around the wall to get that puck. Not able to get it out, but able to get it to another player. And this is JT Hall making a nice move in the neutral zone. JT Hall to Underhill. Underhill trying to get it to Lizaldi. And now the puck comes back out into the neutral zone. Picked up by Miller. Miller back over to Gilbert. And that play is offsides.
That Lizaldi came in a little bit too hot as that puck was flipped up in the air. It flipped up out of the offensive zone and back into the neutral zone. Lizaldi couldn't get back on time, and they're going to call the offsides on it every time.
We're going to have a penalty here, and it's going to be on Stony Brook. Calling the rough.
Gilbert's getting the explanation here.
Yeah, I just we're gonna have to see the play or see the call, but Seawolves, it's going to be Gilbert going off for a 2-minute roughing penalty. And Seawolves already down by the count of 1-0 here, and Lebanon playing a good game right now. They're a step ahead of the Seawolves. They are a step ahead for sure today. That'll be McCowan taking the draw, and he'll be out there with Heffernan and Acker. And Crockett is out there killing it for the Seawolves with Gervaisi, Kasha, and Sherding. And because there's no Michael Cartwright in the lineup, they are going to have to.
We were talking about it in pregame that guys like Frank Kasha are going to have to play more minutes on the penalty kill, which they may not be used to. But now's your time to step up and show that you can take on those minutes and take on that responsibility.
Right. Seawolves. Oh, off the post. That shot got all the way through from Straub. Here's another shot saved by Scarola. Another save by Scarola, and that puck skids wide.
Right,
and they can't change because the net is off the mooring.
They got a high shot total so far. We got about 5.5 minutes to go, and it's 11-9 in favor of Lebanon Valley.
Seawolves are going to need to get a change here. They're going to need to get their D off.
Kasha and Sherding, they need to get off. They can win the Crockett can win the faceoff and get it clear. They can get the change on. That
Back to Horst at the point. Horst just sends a shot. Now someone lost a stick. It's Crockett. Kasha flipped it up to him.
Nifty move there.
Back to Horst at the point. He's just working it down low. Back to Horst at the point again. Sends it across. He has a good wrist shot and saved by Scarola. And the Seawolves can change as they will bring Hall back on.
So in a situation like that where Crockett flips the stick up, let's say one of the Lebanon Valley players was attempting a pass and that puck hits the stick, that would still be played as considered a high stick, yeah?
I don't know what that call would be. Face up to the right, Scarola. Shot save on the pad by Scarola. All right, right off the faceoff. And it's obvious today that the faceoffs are a problem for the Seawolves. They're not winning many.
Lebanon Valley really has an advantage in the faceoff circle, and that's going to be huge for them going forward. If they can keep winning faceoffs and keep putting the Seawolves back on their heels, that's going to lead to more quality chances for Lebanon Valley.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're down to 4:30 to go in the first period, and right now Lebanon has done a good job on Stony Brook.
They have, and they've taken the last 6 or 7 shots on goal.
Horst sends one. Oh, and it's deflected, and it went off the glove of Labonte. And
he's feeling it, but he's okay.
Shaking it off, and Scarola was able to get the rebound off Labonte and pounce on it. 10 seconds to go in the man advantage for Lebanon. The Seawolves trailing by 1. And the face will be to the right of Scarola. McCowan on the draw and picked up by Bishop. Bishop being watched. Down to the last few seconds of the power play.
We're back at even strength.
And back to even strength. Miller will just hoist it into the neutral zone. Picked up by Reno. Watched by Bokikio. In the neutral zone. Picked up by the Seawolves. Now picked up by Lebanon. Heffernan make a nice play. Heffernan, just off his stick. Wrap-around attempt. McCowan not able to get around Bishop. Back out in front. Wide open. It was Heffernan and a shot right on. And a save by Scarola. Bokikio gets dumped, and he gets the puck out to the neutral zone.
On that last rush, Heffernan had 2 chances at Scarola.
Yeah.
Missed on the first one, but had a really good shot on the second. Scarola stands up, makes the save.
All right. Seawolves look like they'll be able to get out of the zone here.
And they need to get
Bokikio just not making good passes. This team is just not playing well.
Stony Brook is giving away the puck way too often. They're making very careless passes like that one right there. And that's going to lead to them falling further and further behind because eventually they're going to have one bad defensive lapse.
Yeah, just this really ugly, not very good play here right now by the Seawolves at all. Just not really playing their game. You can tell they're in a little bit of a funk right now.
There's got to be major adjustments made in between the first and second period.
They're just not skating fast. They're just slow. You know, their speed today is not a factor.
No. Yesterday they used that to their advantage.
Yeah, it's not a factor.
The home run passing there, even the tape-to-tape passes really haven't been there yet.
Yeah. And Scarola will glove it down and face-off will be to the right of Scarola. And down to 2:33 to go in the first. Crockett on the draw, and he's going up against Thomas. And Seawolves win more face-off in their zone.
Now they got to get it out of the zone.
And Stemke skating through neutral zone. He'll dump in. Crockett on the forecheck, in after the puck. Picked up by Ossowski. And Ossowski controls it back behind the net to Crockett. This is where the Seawolves do their best work, is when they keep that puck deep and utilize the points once everybody starts to collapse down. Picked up by Stemke again. He controls the puck. Back out to Sherding. And Sherding will send it down.
It's blocked in front.
And it didn't get through. Crockett.
Blocked in front by Wise.
And Oshowski. Puck is pinned along the wall, but Oshowski comes away with it. Turns, fires off the mask of Manquin. And unable to keep that puck in with Shirley. Now here comes Lebanon Valley again. Shot sailed right over the top of the glove of Scarola and over the top of the net.
Acker had a chance there. He had a goal last night. Wasn't able to convert on that one.
This is Heffernan now. He'll get it up to Lizaldi. Lizaldi will squeeze it over to Underhill. Underhill will use his size and his feet to get through. Underhill break it in. 3 guys on him. Well, 2. Picked up by Hall. Hall has somebody wide, Miller, but can't get it to him. Lizaldi using his speed, get that puck. There's a hurt player down on the ice in the corner. It's a Lebanon player, Straub. Picked up by Underhill. Underhill controls the puck. Straub's back into the play now. Lizaldi now will pick it up. Back to Heffernan. Heffernan one time trying to get a deflection from Underhill, but it couldn't reach it. Big hit by Underhill, keeping that puck in. We're going to have a penalty here on Underhill, as the Seawolves will go back into the penalty box.
And this is with 40
they're going to
seconds.
call it they're calling it a charge.
And we saw this yesterday with Joe Bacchicchio. He took an unsportsmanlike penalty with 50 seconds to go. The penalties at the end of the period are killers, because now the Flying Dutchmen have the power play going into the end of the period, and then for a good minute and change after the fact.
All right, Seawolves will be back on the PK, and this is just not going very well for them. First period is one they want to probably get out of with 40 seconds to go to try to get out of this period without giving up another goal. Oh, boy, and that was an open net there that the Lebanon player just missed. And that was McCowan, I think. Glove down by Scarola. He'll hold it. Seawolves need to get their legs right now. They got sea legs right now.
Yeah, this is a situation. Now you're going into the end of the period. Get through this period, and one of the big adjustments you have to make is you gotta move.
Yeah, Lebanon's going to come back in the second period on the PK with fresh ice, and on the power play. Sorry, putting the Stony Brook Seawolves right away on the disadvantage, but the Seawolves need to get out of this period without any other further scoring, because this is a period that they'll survive if they can do so. Force back across, and that puck is deflected into the corner, and that'll do it for the first period. With the score, Lebanon Valley Dutchmen 1, the Stony Brook Seawolves 0. We are going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for the start of the second period. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. And welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live, everyone. Andy Bignani along with Andy Sukoff, and I'd love to be a fly on the wall of that Seawolves locker room.
I was thinking the exact same thing because that had to have been a very animated, to say the least, post-intermission discussion.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really, really bad effort by the Seawolves. Probably one of the worst periods I've seen them play all year, I got to be honest.
I would agree with that. That was just, that didn't even look like the Seawolves out there.
Yeah, so I just got to see how they come out and respond in this period here. Didn't really defend well for Scarola in front of his net. I mean, the one goal that he let up was a blistering shot. Good shot by Skillick, and then, the Seawolves seem to go further into a funk. And, right now, this time of year, this is when you want to be revving yourself up and finding ways to respond. And,
right.
Last
season at this time, they were rolling. They had rolled off a whole bunch of wins in a row. Now they've done the same thing this year. But last year at this time, they were playing as hot as ever. This game, they just came out not firing on all cylinders.
Right. And you're missing one defenseman, okay. So other guys have to step up, and that's what you got to get. That's what you got to get from your squad. No excuses there. They're doing a good job, Lebanon, on shutting down JT Hall's line. But your other 2 or 3 lines need to step up and get things going. So let's see what happens here in this period. We're going to come back with Crockett again. And Gervaisi, I think, just to kill the remaining 120 to go on the Underhill penalty and try to keep some line continuity. And here we go, folks. McCowan on the draw against Crockett. And face-off won by the Seawolves, controlled by Sherding. And Sherding will just fire it all the way down, up to the neutral zone, where McCowan will walk in with the puck. Shot right down by Heffernan, and the save by Scarola. Again, an opportunity there to get that puck all the way down and, just to clear it to the neutral zone. Get that puck all the way down is what you want to do. Face off to the right of Scarola. We got 1:07 left to go in the man advantage for the Dutchman. Puck drop. Crockett wins the draw back to Gilbert, but Gilbert's pinched off. There's 2 guys on Gilbert, and Lebanon controlling the puck. This is Heffernan trying to get it back to the point to Straub, but he's being watched by Crockett. Now he gets it back. Straub sends a shot, pad save, rebound shot. Saved by Scarola on the rebound. It went right back to Acker.
Acker's a strong player for this team. He's done very well this series. As you watch it here, the puck movement by Heffernan is just fantastic. As he sent it back out to the point, Straub gets the initial shot, and then Acker's waiting for the rebound. He gets around. Gilbert gets that shot on.
Yeah. Face off to the left of Scarola. Back to the point. And back to Straub. Wines, fires a shot. Oh, and it's good. No, it did not go in. No goal. He's waving it off, although the puck is in the net. I mean, they could see it from here.
Yeah.
But Scarola making the save and the referee blowing the whistle, preventing it, and he's calling for a face-off to the left of Scarola.
Let's check it out here. Here comes Straub's shot, and it hits off of Scarola and behind him. It's rolling around. Here's Acker right here.
How it did not go in. I guess Scarola got an arm on it.
There's the puck right there. Scarola does have it.
Yeah, he does have it. Yeah.
And Acker then pushed it underneath the glove.
Something else was in the net, not the puck. All right. Soderberg survives that squirm. And now Hall is out there with Lizaldi. Lizaldi goes in to take the draw off of Hall. And back to the point, controlled. Controlled on the half wall. This is Nolan. Nolan sends a wrist shot, looking for a deflection. And the puck goes to the corner.
Today,
Lizaldi will pick it up, get it over to Bishop. And Bishop will get it up the wall, but not out. There's another shot that's deflected and did not get through. Picked up by Heffernan. We're down to 12 seconds to go. This penalty is taking forever. And that puck on goal, saved by Scarola.
You know why it feels like it's taking forever? Because the Flying Dutchmen are getting a lot of shots on Scarola. I've counted already 5 this period alone. And that's only in 1:40 of power play time. They had a couple shots before.
They're doing a good job moving the puck around. There's no doubt about it.
They're taking a lot of shots on this power play, and they're just peppering Scarola. Scarola coming up big here, not letting his team fall further behind.
Gilbert's going to try to get it out of the zone and still cannot. There's another shot on goal and a save by Scarola. Seawolves just can't seem to get the puck out. Now that puck's off the post. Now the Seawolves full strength now. Cross-ice feed, trying to get it across the hall. Again, trying to keep the play simple today is just not in the cards for the Seawolves. They're going for the stretch, impossible passes, instead of just trying to keep it simple. Get the puck to the next guy closest to you.
That's what you
I mean, that was a three guys rushing up the ice, and pass did not work through. This is Hall now, walking in, fires high. The glove save by Manquin. Good save on the glove. On a great shot by Hall. This is Lizaldi. Back behind the net, Seawolves trying to make something happen here.
And they have to at this point. They can't fall further behind. They have to get their legs back under them.
And that shot was one goal and a save. Loose puck. Fired out to Hall. Hall's got Bokikio with him. As the Seawolves are in the midst of a change, Bokikio with the puck. Gets it around the man. Hughes defended against Sasha with the shot. And a deflection on goal. Saved by Manquin.
DeFeo deflected it, and it caused that to roll. So we're gonna watch here. Here's that last save by Scarola, and it goes into the corner. And then you have another quick shot. It gets blocked in front.
Face off to the right of Manquin. This is Satola on the draw. And one back by the Seawolves. Kasha with the puck sends his soft dump behind the net. Back to get it is Bokikio. Sends it out in front, but there's nobody there. Now Tizio tries to keep it in, but it's offsides.
The puck handling today by Stony Brook is just not where we're used to seeing it. They're giving away the puck way too often.
Oh my God! Whoa! That's another shot by Skurlik, who actually scored the first goal with off the post. And Scarola, he's getting a fair amount of action today. I mean, he's getting a decent amount of shots.
Lebanon Valley is out-shooting Stony Brook 2-1 right now. Shot total 24-12 in favor of the Flying Dutchman. But really, it's coming down to the puck handling of Stony Brook. They're not doing well with it. They're giving the puck away.
But still, with
times.
all of that, there's only a one-goal differential right now. One goal could make a difference.
Which is a testament to how well Scarola is playing in net today.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why he's undefeated this year so far. So I'm sure the motivation is big time for Lebanon to try to stop that winning streak for Scarola, as well as the winning streak for the Seawolves, which is now up to 12 games.
It's up to 12.
Face off in the neutral zone as that puck went into the bench. Stewart will drop the puck. Scarola, Satola on the draw. Lebanon controlling it. This is going to go all the way into the Seawolves zone. No icing as it was touched. This is Miller being watched by two as that forecheck is coming in big time for Lebanon, and they're having a good forecheck against the Seawolves.
Yes, they are. It almost seems like they're playing with 7 men out there. They're just hawking the puck everywhere it goes.
And they're not allowing the Seawolves to get to those soft dumps too. They're doing a good job.
They're playing very suffocating defense and really up on the puck, putting a lot of intense pressure on the puck handler.
And mostly Seawolves, they've been one and done in the zone, and that's probably what Coach Parsons wants. He wants to see that one and done scenario where they don't get a second chance or a third chance, no rebound opportunities.
That's how they scored a couple of their goals yesterday.
Yes, a lot of rebounds.
So that now they're not giving up the rebounds. You're seeing a much different Seawolf team that when they're struggling to get to those second and third chances, they have to adjust their game, and they haven't done so yet.
Yeah, Seawolves right now are just struggling again as an icing. And face off in the Seawolves zone. McCowan will go against Satola.
Satola takes this one. That's a big face-off win for the Seawolves.
This is DeFeo now. DeFeo trying to get it across, but the passing lane is blocked. Not able to get that shot. They're able to change, though, get the puck deep and get off the ice.
Yeah, but what DeFeo was looking to do is get that puck to Bokikio so Bokikio could dump it down and get the change.
This is going to be an icing on Lebanon. And Seawolves have to get some more shots. They got to shoot the puck more, get more bodies to the net. They got to get back to that game, which they played a lot of yesterday.
What we saw yesterday worked very well was they were able to get some people into the slot and put some pressure on Manquin and give them a couple little screens. If they can get back to that, it's going to certainly help.
And Lebanon able to get the puck. Not out of the zone yet. Stony Brook trying to put more of a forecheck on it. Now this puck's going out. We're going to have a penalty here. Interference. It's going to be on the Dutchman. Seawolves will go on a power play for 2 minutes. And go into the penalty box is number 18, Higgins, who's in for Havnik, who is out today. And faceoff beat to the right of Manquin. Hall on the draw, wins the faceoff. Sherding with the puck over to Bukikio. Stony Brook really needs a goal right now, and that puck just sizzled wide on the hard shot from Sherding. Picked up by Bukikio. Winds and fires! Another shot on goal and glove down. Easily seen by Manquin. If he's seeing that shot, he's going to make the save.
And most goalies will. If you can see that puck and just watch it into your pads, you're going to make that save 95 times out of 100.
Yeah. They need to get in front of Manquin. They need to be in front of him for faceoffs. He's doing a good job with the rebounds today, too.
He is. He's not letting up those second chances like he did yesterday.
Up, and there's an opportunity for a breakaway. Here comes the defenseman, Straubing. Oh, it's off, and it's in the net. And that is a killer for the Seawolves right now. And that would be, to me, almost like timeout territory right now, because this is not acceptable.
No.
If I'm the head coach of this team, and he's livid, you could see it. He's just livid.
As he should be. That was a terrible defensive lapse.
Yeah.
As Zoldi was coming back, Sheridan couldn't get back there either.
Yep.
That's not what you want to see, especially on the power play. You want to make sure that you have all your bases covered.
Yep. So right now, the Lebanon Valley College Dutchmen are doing a heck of a job right now, and showing. Like I said, we talked to Coach Parsons in the before the pregame. We said the top 15 teams in this league can, on any given day, can beat anybody in the top 15 because of the way this team is played. The talent is so close, and we've been watching the growth of Lebanon Valley over the past couple of years. And right now, the Seawolves are missing a couple of components. One is their game. Two is another defenseman who brings them more stability. But the puck's got to be put in the net in order to change the momentum here, or the Seawolves will be looking.
They need to score on this man advantage here.
Yeah, and another possibility of dropping another one to Lebanon. Find him, Kasha. And a shot never got through. They're doing a good job blocking in front, not letting those shots get through. Controlling the puck. This is Gilbert. Gilbert controls it over to Kasha. Kasha back to Gilbert. Wide open chance to shoot. Doesn't take it. This is Satola. They're still looking for that shot. And there's a lot of bodies in front of that net right now that are not letting those shots get through. And they are standing up like...
They're doing a very good job of blocking a lot of shots, especially on this power play. The Seals have gotten
down to 25 seconds to go. On. And now Feo gives the puck up, and Gilbert's trying to chase the puck down. Stony Brook's all game has been a step behind, and it's showing here in the second period as well. So maybe this is just not going to be their day.
And this is one of those traditional trap games. You have the game where you get the big win the night before, and sometimes you come out a little flat the next day. Those are the games you want to avoid, but maybe this, even if they having a game like this, might actually come to their benefit going into the series against Central Oklahoma, because they get this bad one out of the way, and then.
Well, like I said, there's still a lot of time in the game.
There is still a lot of time.
You got to hope they can find a way to challenge their adversity here and find a way.
And there's no reason to suggest they can't. I mean, they showed it yesterday that even after having a rough period, they were able to hang on for the win. So there's no reason why they can't come back from a 2-goal deficit. They've done it in the past.
They just need to, like I said, they have to play a game at a higher level right now. They're not doing it. Yep. This is Lizaldi coming down left wing. He's got Hall with him. Jumped to Hall, trying to get it back to Lizaldi, but Hall picks it up, walks around the front, and that's pulled off the moorings And Lebanon won't be able to change as the net was pulled off by one of their players.
This is a chance for a turning point for the Seawolves. They can get a fresh line out there. The Flying Dutchman can't. Hall had the chance for a shot before the net was knocked off the moorings.
Well, the nets come off very easily here, and all the teams figure it out. Puck bounced up to the neutral zone, picked up by Sherding. Walking in now, coming in Frank Sherding, walking it in, but good poke check on him. Loose puck in front, and again, out, getting muscled in front of that net and unable to get a shot off. Gilbert trying to control it. He can't control it. Puck goes all the way around the wall. Sherding will back to get it and will hoist it up through the neutral zone, picked up by Kalillo, which this line also has not been able to utilize their speed today to get things going as they did yesterday. Now the puck is loose behind the net. Kalillo going after it. Bozer trying to get there too. Back to the point to Gilbert, and he can't control it. Boy, it's been one of those days.
Yeah, it's one of those days the puck does not stay on your stick.
Gilbert tries to send it up the wall with his foot, but a lot of watching going on right now as Lebanon is just going after every loose puck and getting them. Every loose puck. This is Straub now, who's having an incredible day compared to yesterday. He's playing a great game.
Straub's had a lot of opportunities, a lot of chances.
I'm even looking at Scarola right now, and he's not even looking right. That rebound, he didn't even know where it was. Look at this puck. Loose in front, and nobody there.
He was looking for Labonte. Labonte was sliding over to the other side. I think he was expecting a backhanded pass the other direction.
I'm watching this team just watch the puck. They're not just it's
this line's been on for over a minute now.
It's almost like Stony Brook was the road team and they got a bad night in the hotel.
Fortunately,
Sosky does a good job to hold that puck down.
Every team's going to have a game like that.
Coming in is Crockett now. Coming in, looking for, Stemke got a stick slashed right out of his hand. No call.
And you saw Stemke was looking for it because he knew that stick was knocked out of his hands.
Wow.
He's still asking for it.
I'm surprised there was no call made there.
We're gonna watch it here. Here's the pass from Crockett towards Stemke here, and you can see Stemke coming in from the side of your screen, and it gets poked out by Boyd.
Face off to the left of Scarola, who's having a busy day in the office.
Yeah, Boyd just puts his stick out and knocks Stemke's right out of his hands.
Loose puck. Picked up by Crockett. Sends it up to Osowski. He's got break it to the net. Is Stemke fires loose. Rebound. Loose. Puck is loose. Seabo's got to get to those loose pucks, and they're not getting there. And
that was one of the first ones they actually had a real chance at, though.
Yeah.
Where Osowski came in and got around
shooting
the
puck
defenseman.
low and making the goaltender play it off the pads versus playing it off his chest.
Yes.
You get more chance for rebounds.
And that's what worked for them yesterday. Mankiewicz had some weaknesses going low, and that's how they scored the first 2 goals of the game, and that's how they got most of their second and third chances, especially Satola's.
Yeah, and I think credit them for getting the Seawolves off their game too, because I think the Seawolves came in today thinking they were going to be a lot more chippier, and they're not. They're being much different as far as their play goes. Lebanon, this is the game we expected them to play yesterday.
Yes, and
they almost like they salt and peppered them yesterday and came in to play a skill game today. You know,
yeah.
So you think the strategy over. It's believable.
It's like a game of chess. You don't know what strategy the other team's going to take.
Because the Seawolves were probably expecting them to come in and to be chippy again, and today they're being more, a lot less chippier. Satola's being more chippier today than he was yesterday.
Yeah, that one he
and he's going to the box.
So Satola's going to go off, and going off is going to be Pessig for Lebanon Valley.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure he's going to take Pessig off. He's going to the bench.
If Pessig's going off, Satola's
going to go to the box because
he put that last shove down.
It's the retaliation penalty they're going to call every time. And this is just the game that we talked to Coach Garofalo about, and this is what he was fearful about, that they would get caught up in this. Coach Colin Bromstead said the same thing. You get caught up in the shenanigans of the game, you got to learn to walk away. You got to learn to not retaliate because all that's going to happen is you're going to be in the box. And you're down 2-0, and you can't score when you're down.
And the Seawolves are a team that are susceptible to it. I mean, we've seen it countless times this season where they've retaliated for something like that, and they get burned.
They have to get much stiffer spines and stronger, with their mentality, because they're not going to go far in a national championship tournament if they're going to take stupid penalties like that. Sorry, it's not going to happen. This is Crockett on a short-handed opportunity and saved by Mankin, and there you go. You have a chance to put your team on the scoreboard, and you can't do it, and that's a problem. Today, it seems to be for the Seawolves.
But at least they got that chance short-handed. We saw in the power play, it just wasn't.
Now, credit Crockett with the forecheck, because the tenacious forecheck created that opportunity. But a finish would have been good. And this puck is deflected to the back. Seawolves actually trying to maintain some offensive time here while they're killing. Good play here by Crockett, doing an excellent job. And there should be a penalty there. He's being held.
Yeah, he's being held.
There's no call being made here. I don't know what this referee is really doing out there right now. He's just not making any calls here. And it's. I think this stems back to the end of the first period with the coach arguing with the referee, and that sometimes plays into it. Don't forget, these are ACHA officials. They're not, junior officials. I mean, they're not guys that do really D1 games. This is a nice opportunity for JT Hall. Wide open! Ossowski again! He finally puts it home! And the Seawolves capitalize shorthanded!
And that was one they really needed to get. Smart play by Ossowski, waiting for that opportunity. Misses the first shot, gets his rebound, and puts it back in.
And the Seawolves needed that. Boy.
So you watch it there. There were at least three. They had at least three chances. And we'll have GoPro footage of that later. And for Ossowski, that's going to be his 10th goal of the season. For Hall, his 36th assist. So that gives him 60 on the season.
All right. Seawolves still got 51 seconds to kill. And they could. Crockett's still out there, actually. So each team has a shorthanded goal today. Seawolves, let's see if this does anything to wake them up.
That's got to give them some motivation.
Oh, man. Oh, he ran into the goaltender. He got a penalty. He's going to go running into the goaltender. He definitely.
Absolutely, that one's got to be called.
100%
of the time.
And McCowan, got robbed on the shorthand on the breakaway attempt. Is going to go sit for two now for roughing the goalie. As you see what he does here. Yeah, he just throws his body right into him. And Scarola, hopefully he's okay. Maybe shake some of the cobwebs out.
But you could also make the case. We saw yesterday after Wilms was run into, that's when things started to kind of turn the tide for Lebanon Valley. Now, after scoring a shorthanded goal and having your goaltender run, this is where Stony Brook has to come out intense and push the play back into the other end. Like you can't let a play like that affect the rest of this period. You have to go and take that motivation that you just picked up and take that momentum and swing it back to your side.
It all comes down to the discipline of the team and how they respond. If they respond, in the positive way, they'll put pucks in the net. If they take their energy and put it toward the shenanigan side of things, they're not going to be able to do that. They won't put pucks in the net.
Yeah, it's a matter of focus, and now is the time you got to focus on the goal.
Put your energy in the right direction is what you got to do. And Ossowski is going to take this draw. We're down to 33 seconds to go in the man advantage.
And the Seawolves in 30 seconds will have a power play for 1:27.
This is the fail behind the net. Ossowski fires a shot high, gobbled up by Mankrin. Good play by the Seawolves there. Yeah, and it looks like the Seawolves are starting to pick up a little bit of the pace right now, where while the Dutchmen seem to be kind of just maybe like the Seawolves were yesterday.
It's one play
It's ebbs and flows.
that can make or break a game.
Right.
That's the play there that might kick them into gear and say, hey, we still got this.
Soski trying to get it across to Gilbert, but it was really a tough pass. Gilbert used his foot to knock it down. And Soski trying to do his best to keep that puck in. And he does to the neutral zone. Gilbert will take the puck back. And, he got it to DeFeo, who just fired it down. Otherwise, they had a player going the other way. Could have been a breakaway.
Now the power play for the Seawolves. They could tie the game up here. That's going to be a big testament to the Seawolves special teams, having a shorthanded goal and a power play goal within a minute and change of each other.
All right, here we go. Seawolves on the power play. Cross-ice feed to Kasha coming through the neutral zone. They'll fire it all the way in. Around the boards. This is Satola. Just past his reach. Picked up by DeFeo. Fires it up the wall to Gilbert. Gilbert controls down low. Down to Soski. Soski down low to DeFeo. DeFeo controls the puck. Trying to get it over to Kasha. Trying to get it to Kasha, but to Gilbert first. Back to Kasha. Wrist shot. Blocker down.
That was a good block there by Petsig. He was anticipating the shot by Kasha.
Swing and a miss. Gilbert, you got to skate. Short-handed opportunity there. Another one for Lebanon.
Gilbert was coming through the other side. He was trying to cut out the angle with quick shot by Petsig to not let Gilbert have a shot at him.
This is 20 seconds to go on the man advantage. Kasha. It's going to be an icing.
Now with that icing, you have a tired line out there, so especially a tired defensive unit. Because Kasha and Gilbert have been out there since the start of the power play. There's 15 seconds left and 6:50 to go in the period. The Seawolves need to win this faceoff here and see if they can get one more chance.
It's a total on the draw for the Seawolves. He'll win it back to Kasha. Kasha controlled it now. Down to the last 10 seconds to go in the man advantage. I don't know what we're waiting for here. Keep moving the puck. Cross-ice feed. Coming in is Bokikio. He's got Lizaldi with him, but he's going to shoot. And another block shot.
And
ooh, good play by Underhill. That was going to be a home run pass to McCowan coming out of the box. Underhill trying to get it moved, but didn't get a good backhander here. Bokikio with the puck. Dumps all the way in. Chasing down Underhill on the forecheck for the Seawolves. Lets it go. Picked up by Lizaldi. Lizaldi's pushed to the wall. And they battle down low. Puck squirts out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Heffernan. Heffernan would just fire it back in. Seawolves pick up the puck.
Got a whistle here.
I don't understand what the whistle here is. I guess it was offsides.
So I'll have to face off just outside the defensive zone.
Right. Face-off will be in the neutral zone and down to 6 minutes to go. Plenty of time in this period. Seawolves need to get one more to tie. Coming up on the shots now, picking it up. They're only 7 behind on the shots, 30-23 through the time played. And Crockett's going up against Thurby. Thurby wins it back. Picked up by Nolan. Sends it across. Tipped in. Heffernan there for the Seawolves. Trying to get it out. Just punching it out is a problem today. Puck into the neutral zone. Tapped in and not able to get it deep. And the puck squirts all the way back into the Seawolves zone. And credit, that's going to be an icing. Interesting. I thought that bounced off somebody's stick.
That's one of those breaks that goes in the Seawolves direction.
That's an interesting call.
We're going to watch it here. Thomas slips it up.
Right, we missed it. Okay, face off to the right of Manquin. Satola with the DeFeo. Picked up by Miller. Fires a shot. Weak wrist shot and glove down by Mankin. And the Seawolves are continuing to mount up the shots. But
that was one that Miller he saw the look, took it. Even if you don't get much on it, maybe it wobbles enough that Manquin just whiffs going for the glove.
Need to get bodies to the net. That's what the Seawolves need to do. They scored on a rebound. That's how they scored a lot of their goals yesterday, on rebounds.
That's what they've been good at all year. They're vultures around the net, and they make the rebounds work in their advantage.
All right, face off one back by Lebanon. Horst picks it up. Dumped all the way in the Seawolves zone. Scarola back to get it. Squirts it to the corner. Miller gets knocked down. Loose puck. Heffernan picks it up. Gets it up to DeFeo. DeFeo through the neutral zone. And his pass gets pushed back. DeFeo got knocked down. And a lot of that has to do with keeping your feet moving after you're making plays because you're going to get hit.
You don't want to sit around and watch.
Yeah.
Because there's something happening at all times. You need to keep your feet moving. Otherwise, you're either going to get run over, blown by.
Well, Kikio, trying to get it back to Satola, but DeTizio just trying to get the puck to stay in the zone. Will fire it all the way in. Not much on it. And defended well by DeTizio. Lizaldi gets that puck past the defender now, picked up by Lebanon, and not able to get it out. Now in the neutral zone. Puck's a lot of this play right now is being neutralized in the neutral zone.
Hall has his stick knocked out on that last rush.
And that puck goes high and wide. And the shot on goal is saved. Seawolves definitely need to get a change here.
Yeah, they do. Things are starting to get a little more intense here. Well, Zoldi was able to make that play on the puck, and now we're gonna watch here as it looks like. Arm Brewster just gets a shoulder up on him.
Right. That's another missed interference call, but again, Face off to the left of Scarola. Hall on the draw is seeing a lot of ice time. JT Hall has seen tremendous amount of ice time in these last two games.
And Lebanon Valley's done a very good job of containing him.
Yeah.
Not really letting him get into any open spaces.
And Underhill's been playing very physical, and it takes a toll on you. That puck bounced off a Hall, right back onto Scarola's glove.
Going back to your point on the physicality, it does take a toll on you because every hit that you lay out, you expel energy.
Yep.
And that's energy that you're not going to have later on in the game for that quick burst that you're going to need in the third period.
Yep, that's true. Face off to the left of Scarola. And there's not many guys on the Seawolves team that throw the body anyway. So this is Underhill. Will control it through the neutral zone. And they're being watched very carefully as they come in. This is Hall. Hall tries to make a play with the puck, but he has no support. Once he loses possession of the puck,
there's nobody around there to help. Someone's got to be.
Big hit.
Someone on the Seawolves has to be shadowing Hall just to give him some help along the board.
Or sends it down. And puck down low, controlled by Lebanon. And they're winning those one-on-one battles, and that's been the difference in this game. And now Hall's going to go for holding his man.
So it's going to be Hall going off.
Yep. And the frustration continues. Still a one-goal game. Yeah, Hall took him down, and because Scarola didn't get back in time, that net was open, and the puck was right there. He could have just tapped it right in. So that's a good penalty for Hall to take because, it probably saved the goal.
Yes.
Gervaisi doing a good job freezing the puck. Now Miller trying to get over to the puck and get it down all the way. No, it's off a stick. Now it's hoisted down into the neutral zone. And Crockett is out there again. Seawolves have their goal today on the shorthander. And that puck is flipped out of the rink, and face-off should come outside. It went off should be outside the zone. It did not hit a Stony Brook stick.
Down to 2:22 left in the period here, and a minute 27 left on the penalty kill. If they can kill this penalty and then get down to the last minute, that's going to be a big boost in confidence for the Seawolves that they killed this penalty. And this is actually probably one of the more important penalty kills of the game. They've been successful on the first three. They can get this one, especially this late in the period. It's going to be big for them.
And Lizaldi on the draw. Lebanon wins it, fires it back into the Seawolves zone. This is Shirting back to get it. They'll fire it off the wall, and with the help of Lazali, the puck gets out of the Seawolves zone. Shosky, puck goes back behind the Seawolves net, all the way around, back to the point, and down the half wall. Good battle there by Gilbert, trying to get that puck out. Lazali trying to get it out too. Working hard. And Gilbert able to get it out. Coming down is Osowski, who has the goal. Makes a move, fires it, and he's going. Hit the back of the net. I thought it went in.
That would have been on one of the craziest angles that you could possibly put that puck in.
It was so weird how it looked like it hit the net, but it did. It hit the outside. Yeah,
hit the side of the net. Down to the last 30 seconds on Hall's penalty. The Seals have been very effective on this.
Oh, look at this. Nice move coming in. Straub Wines fires it. Pad save by Scarola. That was a big one.
That was a big one because Gilbert missed on the block shot. And
that puck squirts out. Good job there by the Seawolves. This is Gervaisi coming hard. Gervaisi walking in. Making a move. It gets knocked down. Good strength. Good battle here by Gervaisi. Boy, I'll tell you, that was a really, that's so far the shift of the game for the Seawolves.
Yes.
And then, unfortunately, wasn't able to capitalize on that energy, but excellent shift by Gervaisi.
It was.
And maybe he'll spark the Seawolves, put some energy. This is the fail coming in on the forecheck, and Lebanon coming out. We're all even up, folks. Down to the last 30 seconds to go in the second period. The Seawolves actually able to get one.
And especially the second half of this period, the Seawolves have played much better than they did in the first period or the first half of the second.
Yeah.
So that's good improvement to see going forward into the third.
Maybe by the third period they'll have their legs and what they need. Down to the last couple of seconds to go. Miller sends one, doesn't get through. And Bokikio gets knocked down by Reno. Sending it to the net, loose puck in front. And we'll get a whistle down to the point. 1 second to go. Yep. And they'll just try to drop the puck and
they'll do the puck drop as a formality.
Yep. All right, face-off will be to the left of Manquin, but all right, that's the whistle. That's the end of the second period with the score. Lebanon Valley College Dutchman 2 and the Stony Brook Seawolves 1. Shots on goal through 2 periods, 33 for the Dutchmen, 26 for the Seawolves. And we're going to take a break, and we'll be back for the start of the third period. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live, everyone. We are just waiting for the start of the third period. And Andy, why don't you take us through some of the stats of that second period?
Okay, well, there were 2 goals scored in that period, both shorthanded. The first one by Mike Straub of Lebanon Valley, 4 minutes, 55 seconds into the second on their penalty for Higgins. He scored that 26 seconds after the penalty started. And then Eddie Azowski, with 8:53 to go in the second, he scored shorthanded on Totola's penalty. That was closer to the tail end of that penalty, because then Dak McCown went off for goaltender interference mere 20 seconds later. Because there were 4 penalties, 2 for each side. So 4 minutes in penalties total for both teams in that period. The Seawolves have 8 minutes in penalties in total for the game. Lebanon Valley has 6. The shot total is 33-26 in favor of Lebanon Valley. They took 12 shots that period. The Seawolves took about 14. And those are the stats for it. They're 0 for 3 on the power play. The Seawolves, Lebanon Valley is 0 for 4.
All right, so no one's clicking on the power play today, and we have 2 shorthanded goals.
And actually, just as a side note, that goal by Mike Straub is the first shorthanded goal Lebanon Valley has scored all season.
All right.
So how's that for you?
Now, like I said, if anybody wanted to do anything with the Seawolves, this would be the day to do it, because the first period was not good at all. The second period was a little bit better, only because they put one in the net. Now, we'll see how they can come out in the third period, what they've got left in their tank. As they will start all even up. They'll bring out JT Hall, the number 1 line with Lizaldi and Underhill. And then the Lebanon will counter with Thompson, Pessig, and Skurlik. With Straub and Reno, with Straub on defense, along with Nolan. All right, face-off won by Lebanon and controlled by Straub, trying to get it through on the neutral zone, and puck is fired all the way back into the Seawolves zone. It's going to be picked up by Schurting, and they'll change now, as they will come out with JT Hall coming down right wing with the puck. Sends it across. Lazzoli breaks in, hits the post. Oh, golden opportunity.
Lazzoli thought he had it at first.
Yeah.
And the shot, look at disbelief when he heard that ring off the post.
And you know what happens? Good save here by Scarola not to let anything happen there. Teams that go down and have a great scoring opportunity and miss, you know what happens.
And watch the pass here from Schurting out to Hall. And here's Lazzoli. He gets behind Straub.
Yeah, and Lazzoli had time. He actually got the shot off quicker than he probably could have. He had time. He could have walked in a little bit more. But that's okay. That's a good chance. Good. It's a good opportunity. One of the best they've had in the game.
Yes.
And Satola on the draw. He loses it, and it's back to the point. And that puck is knocked down. And fired, knocked down in front by Kasha. Seawolves blocking some shots now.
They have to. They've let far too many shots get through to Scarola.
Yeah,
and Scarola's been up to the task. Don't get me wrong. But if you can block some shots and not let Scarola not have to make as many saves,
puck
that'd
is
be great.
bouncing all over the place. And unfortunately, again, another pass, errant pass in their own zone.
And they've done that a lot tonight.
Yeah. Bokikio against Horst. Rides Horst to the boards. Horst comes away with the puck. Backhands it to the wall. Kasha picks it up in a neutral zone, but everybody for the Seawolves on one side of the ice, and Kasha, not able to get the puck to someone over there. And now this bad pass again. More focus on making plays in front of your net and making good outlet passes. Puck is right out in front. Here's comes Kasha. He comes 3-on-2 now. If the Seawolves are going to change up, Kasha will dump, and they'll go for a change. Smarter play here. Puck is loose all the way back into the Seawolves zone. Heffernan skating after it. So is Nolan. Heffernan able to get there. Ossowski fires it around the wall. This is Bozer. We need to see this line pick up their speed here and do some. There's another penalty that is not being called here. Bozer was tripped down. Clearly tripped down and no call.
That's one of those you got to take advantage of. That. If they're not going to call it, you use that to your advantage and obviously not take deliberate penalties and pray that they don't get called. But you see the puck loose because of something like that, then drive it down into the opponent's zone.
Yeah. And ever since the Seawolves have had that opportunity, Lebanon is taking control of this game again. And Miller's having a heck of a time. Well, you got a call being made here. High sticking. Who's this going to be on?
I saw it look like Kohlenhofer just slamming his stick down. He's not happy.
Yeah,
I think he knows he's the one. He's really not happy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
All right, Seawolves power play opportunity. Haven't been able to click on one yet so far. Face off to the left of Manquin. This is JT Hall. He's out there with Bokikio, Underhill, and Sherding. Sherding winds, fires! Pad save by Manquin. Shot got through. JT Hall picks it up, drops it back. Now back out to the neutral zone, past Sherding. All the way down. Sherding through the neutral zone, trying to catch up to his pass and can't do it. This is Bokikio, and he will try. And Lebanon Valley doing a good job pinching off the center of the ice and not allowing the Stony Brook Seawolves to get down with the puck. Hall now will control it back behind the net. And he's watched by Straub, and now Underhill comes in. He'll pick it up, and he's got Bokikio with him and drops it to Bokikio. Bokikio looking down low. Back to Bokikio, off his stick. Little miscommunication. Picked up by Underhill. Sends it over to Hall. Hall makes a move. Gets it across to Bokikio with one man on him, trying to get a shot. Hall fires a shot, loose puck again. Oh, and just past Sherding all the way down.
And what the Seawolves are doing now, they're actually playing with 4 forwards and 1 defenseman, which we haven't seen yet tonight on the power play. They were able to get a chance there as Hall had space in front.
Yeah, and that's a bad play there. Icing on the Seawolves. Puck will go all the way down into the Seawolves zone for the faceoff.
And they can't make a change now.
And they got to stay with who they have on the ice.
Down to 16:06 to go here in the third. 40 seconds left on the power play. This is where the Seawolves need to convert. Tie this game up early in the period.
Try to make something happen.
Exactly.
Yep. Loose puck in front. And backhanded by Thompson. Did not go, but good play there by him. And the puck rattles around the wall. And all the way out into the neutral zone. And they'll dump it back in. And the Seawolves will change up. Satola will be on with DeFeo and Nososki along with Kasha. This is DeFeo skating down, drops it off. You got Sherding and Kasha out there, the two cannons that can really boom the puck. And maybe a little good thinking here as we're all even. Kasha tries to get the puck to the net. Sends it back to Feo, to Satola, back to the point to Kasha. Sends a wrist shot, sails wide.
He was looking for Ozowski to deflect it. Ozowski couldn't get to it.
Feo sends it back behind the net. Satola trying to pick it up. It does have control of it now. Back to Kasha at the point, but it skids over his stick. Scarola's going to come out and hold it for Kasha as he's being watched by Skarlik. This is Kasha now coming around neutral zone, and he loses it, but takes out 2 Lebanon players, so Gilbert's able to go over and get the puck. Chipped up. Here comes Satola, but he blows a tire. Satola with the puck.
That was a good recovery.
Waiting for trailers. Yeah. Somebody needed to get to that puck sooner.
Yeah. Bishop and Gilbert were the trailing men. Neither one of them got to Satola in time. And that could have been a big opportunity after Satola really made a very nice recovery.
Seawolves just really need to be a step quicker. They're just still a step behind, and it's hurting their play. They need to be quicker. Get to those loose pucks.
And maybe not try that stretch pass as often. It's worked a couple times, but still.
Yeah, exactly. They got to try some different things. That puck was sent across. Again, nobody in the lane to try to deflect it. Sent back in. This is Crockett walking in now. Crockett makes a move. He scores! And that's the play! The turnover!
Crockett able to convert off the Lebanon Valley turnover. We're going to watch that one on a replay there. Because that was a perfect setup for Crockett. He got around the defense after the turnover, forced Manquin to commit. If you watch here comes the turnover. It's poked back in. Crockett gets control of it off of Kohlenhofer's stick. Gets around Straub.
Oh, wow.
And then backhands through the 5-hole.
Yeah.
So on top of that, the Seawolves should get a power play.
Yeah, there needs to be a call here. Someone needs to go in the box now because there was a call made. There was a slash. So someone does have to sit in the box, and there is going to be a 2-minute penalty. It's Straub, actually, that was slashed.
Yeah, as you watch here comes the slash by Straub, and then Crockett still gets around him and puts that one in. For Crockett, that's his 6th of the season.
And that's the first time we've seen actually someone make the move on Manquin to get him to open up his pads. Credit Crockett. He's been strong today. I mean, one of the strongest players for the Seawolves. And
now he's getting rewarded for his effort.
Him and Gervaisi have actually had their legs today more than any of the Seawolves I've seen out there today.
So that's going to be Kohlenhofer going off, or not Kohlenhofer, that's Straub going off for slashing.
Now the Seawolves. And that's a hit from behind. It's a dangerous hit on Bokikio.
Wow.
Oh, man. Hope he's okay because he nailed his shoulder or his head on the wall. And now the Seawolves will be up 2 men as Nolan will go to the box. And now things are going to get dicey.
That was from behind. Bokikio had no idea that he was even there. So now Seawolves have a 5-on-3 here. This is a big opportunity for them to take the lead and really give Lebanon Valley reason to panic.
Well, the Seawolves have not yet to capitalize on the power play, and here's a 5-on-3, so let's see how we do. JT Hall on the draw. Lizaldi, who controls the puck. Back to the point to Underhill. Underhill winds, fires a shot, glove down. That's going to be easy all day long for Manquin. He's got a good glove. He'll see that shot, and he'll make the save. The Seawolves need to be a little bit more creative here. They really only have a 2-man advantage for 136, so
that's still plenty of time. That's a lot of time on.
But it's not a 2-minute. But it's not a 2-minute power play. That's the point. So they got to make it. They have to make the man advantage is only for 2-man advantage is 136, not for 2 minutes.
Well,
so they need to take advantage by making the right plays because they're blocking lots of shots.
Well, now that you have
2 guys down low, you get somebody in front of Manquin real quick.
And that's when
there it is. Oh, you had it. Tic-tac-toe.
They had Lizaldi right in front. And it was touched out to Bokikio. Bokikio couldn't stuff it in.
And that shot goes all the way around out of the zone. You got a forward play in the wing there on D. And they need to move the puck quickly here, but not make a bad play to ice the puck or something like that. So Bokikio gets it in. Shot sails over the top of the net. Down to 55 to go in the 2-man advantage. Hall back to Schurting at the point. Down low to Lizaldi. Lizaldi cross over to Underhill. Underhill over to Schurting, but not on the stick. Oh, he shoots. And the puck is loose. Picked up by Hall. Pretty soon, Lebanon is going to get really tired, and they're going to be able to move the puck quicker. They should start making changes. The Seawolves should start making their changes now. Over to Bokikio down low. And again, that can't tell you any more than that.
Yeah, that one just kind of just wobbled out of the zone.
Just not going their way. Schurting now carrying it all the way in. Down to 13 to go in the 2-man. And this is DeFeo trying to get it over to Kasha. Kasha gets it back across to Schurting. Back to DeFeo. DeFeo back to Kasha. To Schurting. Schurting. Kasha. DeFeo off the post. Puck comes all the way back out.
There's 10 seconds left on the second
10 seconds to go on the 2-man penalty, and there you go. Seawolves unable to capitalize.
The Seawolves are 0 for 6 now on the power play in this game. The 2 teams combined are 0 for 10.
This is the fail to Osaski. Fires a shot wide. Pinching in is Kasha. He gets the puck deep. Back behind the walls, Osaski. Picked up again by the Seawolves. This is Satola. Circles with the puck. Winds and fires a shot. Blocked.
Kohlenhofer slides down there and blocks a shot. Smart play there by the Dutchman defense.
Yep. Fired all the way around. Missed by Scarola. Picked up by DeFeo. DeFeo cross-ice feed to Osaski. Osaski is just going to dump it for Crockett. And Crockett will try to get that puck deeper down into the zone. Gilbert moves it toward the net. Fired. Loose puck. Gobbled up by O'Banquin as Osaski.
Manquin makes the right play there. He has Zazowski coming charging in. And that's how he scored his first goal. So he just smartly gets on top of that puck, gets the whistle.
Yeah, a lot of slashing going on.
We're seeing some of that chippy play from yesterday kind of start to rear its head again here in the third.
All right, face off to the right of Manquin. We're down at 10:58 left to go. We're all tied at 2. The Seawolves have narrowed the gap on the shots to 2 as well. And stepping up is Kasha. Good job to get that puck back in the zone. Push it deeper, and the Seawolves coming in hard on that forecheck. Puck turned over in the neutral zone. Picked up by Gilbert. Sends it back to Stemke. Fires it right back in. Crockett on the forecheck against Straub. Strong on the forecheck. Bozer in on the forecheck. He gets knocked down. Stemke tries to knock it down, and it's picked up by Lebanon Valley. Picked up by Kasha. Sends it over to Gilbert. Gilbert will control and hold it. Ooh, makes a move in front of his net. Gets knocked down. And this is going to be an icing.
Hezek was the one who laid the hit down on Bishop, or Crockett, rather.
Got to do a better job of looking at who's on the ice there. He had Stemke on the wall, wide open. Just move the puck to him.
And that's all part of puck awareness. You have to be looking at all areas of the ice to see what options you have. And you had Stemke open on the boards, and you made what you thought was a safe play.
And that puck is deflected by Bozer, so it never got to the net, but it's bouncing up in the air now. Loose puck in front. Oh, turn his shot wide. Loosen puck. Wraparound attempt did not make it, and Kasha will pick it up, get it to Stemke. Stemke will just bounce it off the wall and get it out. They need to get a change. Dump back in the Seawolf zone. Picked up by Kasha, who's fired off the wall again. Again, some of these plays are being made of just ill-advised because you got to get pucks to people to get them out of the zone. Yeah. Kasha in the way of that wraparound by Thurby. Good job.
And that's a name we haven't called out much for Lebanon Valley Days, Thurby, and he's one of their top players.
Nice play here by Nolan, picking the puck off Lazzali's stick. Hall is watching, and Bishop is watching Nolan as he comes in. And Hall just sends it to the goaltender, freeze the puck and get a face-off.
Right, down to the last 9 minutes of this period. And Zonenberg has played a lot better in the second half of the second period and here in the third. But this is where they need to get those opportunities. They can't let Lebanon Valley stay in the defensive zone and keep peppering Scarola with shots, because they did that a lot in the first period. If they can give Scarola a little rest here and make Manquin work, that's going to work out to their benefit later.
All right, Parker Bishop with the puck. Chips it in past Horst. No icing here because it bounced off the stick of Horst, and Manquin gobbles it up.
And Lazzali had a beat on that puck as well, so Manquin just jumps on it, gets the whistle.
Face-off will be to the right of Manquin. Hall on the draw with Lazzali and Underhill getting a lot of ice time here, and I can understand why. The Seawolves need to try to find a way to pull one out here. They got to go to their top guns to get something done. Although Crockett was able to get something done for them, as well as Osaski today.
And on the nights where your top line isn't going to, so we have a penalty here. As long as
like JT Hall's going to go to the box for 2 minutes right now. And again, it's another 2 minutes where they can't be on the offense. And face-off back in the Stony Brook zone. All right, there we just saw the roughing penalty, and now the face-off will be to the left of Scarola. Horst will control it. And Horst got it. He sends it down low. Back up to Horst and past him.
And for Lebanon Valley, this is their 5th power play chance of the game. They had yet to convert, but they had one power play where they had like 7 or 8 shots. The one that overlapped from the first into the second on Underhill's charge. And they were just firing shots at Scarola for a good minute and a half.
Trevesi in on the forecheck on Straub. Oh, that's hose. Way offsides was Heffron.
that one you can't even debate.
Heffron left the blue line on Saturday.
And that one, like the one on Havana yesterday, was a little bit of a debate.
Yeah.
And it turned out he was onside. This one you can't even debate. Heffron was so far offside.
The puck got there a little later than he thought, so he was... All right, face off to the left of Manquin. Osowski on the draw for the Seawolves, wins it back. Underhill sends it back behind the net. Osowski's got it, makes a move. Controls the puck, now loses it. And good job by Osowski. Takes some more time off that penalty. This is McCowan, winds and fires, glove save. Actually, it wasn't a glove save. Oh! Man, I tell you, Todd Scarola is having a tough day at the office, boy.
Yeah, he is.
He's having a tough day. I don't know what he was waiting for to get back into that net, but that puck was sat out there forever.
And here's the initial shot, and Scarola doesn't get it off of McCowan. And you see McCowan's not happy. Now Nolan gets the rebound, and so we're looking at it. Could have possibly been kicked in. If it's not, it's going to be.
It was shot in.
But as we look at it again, it will be Nolan's goal.
Yeah, it was deflected off the skate.
So Nolan will get the primary
Right now,
assist.
the Seawolves put themselves right back into a situation that they don't want to be in. And normally Scarola is much more on his game. Today, not so much. But that seems to be the whole Stony Brook game today. You know, compared to other games, they've been... There's just not a lot of communication going on out there. Passing is just not crisp.
No, that's been a problem all night.
Yeah, it's just, you don't lose that in a game, though. I don't understand why it's so disorganized.
Sometimes you will have those games where just
that's true.
Working.
And that's what this is. This is one of those games.
Yeah, every team has one every now and then.
Now, like you said, maybe this is the wake-up call that they're going to need because, it's not going to be an easy run for them. This is Hall now breaking in. Hall coming in. Nice play by Manquin to stop Hall from taking that to the net. And was that a power play goal? Yeah,
yes,
it was a power play goal. That's the first one of the game.
Yeah, they're 1 for 5 on the power play.
Zaldi breaks to the net, and the puck is behind him. Seawolves trying to bring something. Hall trying to bring his game now.
And now there's a sense of urgency after giving up that power play goal.
Of course, it's down to 6:30 to go. And the puck is loose, and now Straub picks it up. Strong play by Straub. He'll skate it out. And he'll dump in and change. It's another penalty. Yep, that's just, this is a very, very undisciplined team right now. Coach Garofalo needs to get a hold of these guys because right now you got time left to get back in the game, and it's important that you get back in the game and you try to tie it.
Yeah, now's not the time to be messing around and taking bad penalties like that.
All right, so we got another call. We got 2 guys going, I think.
At minimum, Underhill's going.
Yeah, Underhill's definitely going off, but we're seeing what's going on here. We may not have another player going in or not, but there seems to be some discussion with the captain from Lebanon.
So they are They are going to, so they will take the Lebanon Valley player
All right,
as well.
so Kaufhofer will go off as well, and it'll be a neutral zone face-off. So not such a bad move there. Referee actually having the sense of calling maybe perhaps a dive, you know. But I think he definitely got hit. There's no two ways about it. All right, so a little 4-on-4 action here.
So this face-off just in the neutral zone outside the defensive zone. And Satola needs to win this face-off here.
Yep.
6:23 to go here in the third. And Underhill and Kohlenhofer have some words before the whistle.
Yeah.
So when they get out of the box, look
Watch
at that,
out.
see what happens.
Yeah. Well, time is dwindling down for the Seawolves, and
There's a lot of open ice now with a 4-on-4. So this is something that the Seawolves could maybe use to their advantage. Is now Satola, he stopped short and put some snow on Manquin. And now it's Reno going after him. I don't think Satola was intentionally trying to snow the goalie.
I don't know. I don't know what he was trying to do, but that was an awful lot of snow.
It was a lot of snow.
Yeah,
But
I mean, you don't do that to a goalie,
No.
and not.
that's like one of those unwritten rules.
You got to expect you're going to get razzed
Yes,
if you do
of
that.
course.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of those unwritten rules. You don't snow the goalie.
Well, it's an unsportsmanlike penalty. It's sometimes he's lucky he got away with it. All right, face-off will be to the left of Manquin. Still 4-on-4 for another 138. 1, 2, 3, 4. They got too many guys on the ice right now.
I think they realize it now.
Yeah. Well, I think Heffernan came out to talk to the ref about the lack of a call. All right, face-off.
Thurby
Won
wins
by
that
Lebanon, but Okiki win there. Picked up by the Dutchman coming through the neutral zone and dumped cross corner. Kasha will pick it up, and the Seawolves will start out. Gilbert with a feed to the Osaski. It's off the mark. And back into the neutral zone.
Down under 5.5 now. The time's starting to get a little tight, but
Yeah,
there is still time on the clock.
When one guy is holding that puck and you got two your own guys on him, this is Kasha through the neutral zone. And all you're doing is dumping the puck in and just turning it back over again. It's just,
That's what they did a lot in the first period as well.
You should better just carry the puck. Carry the puck. Zaldi off his stick. Hard pass from Kasha.
I don't think Zaldi was ready for that pass yet.
25 to go. And
Scrolla turned the puck over right there.
22 to go. Like I said, this whole squad is having a tough time.
Everyone's turning the puck over tonight.
Yeah, he's really having a tough time. You can see the body language, too, with Scrolla. I don't know what's going on with him. He's very frustrated, man. He just looks frustrated. Back to the point. Lebanon's winning these faceoffs. Key situations. Taking the time off the clock. Not allowing the Seawolves to get control of the puck.
And that's what Lebanon Valley has to do. They have to kill some time here, not let Sonnenberg get anything going. And this is a line that can get something going with Hall out there. He struggled so far today, but if he can get one here in the clutch moment, that's going to be big for him.
Zaldi wins the puck on the wall. Back to the point. Oh, out of the way of Scherting. Careful here, Scarola with the puck. And we're all even up now. Scherting will fire it all the way in. Underhill will come in and play the puck. Zolli back there, Underhill back there. Zolli trying to turn around with the pass. Back to the point. Bishop fires a shot. Oh, just missed. Underhill with the tip.
We're going to get a whistle here.
No change. Not sure if the net came off the mooring. Yeah.
So the net comes off, and we'll have a face-off in the offensive zone. Satola needs to win this one. He's lost the last couple he's been on.
The Seawolves will probably start to narrow down their lines now and just come out with 2 lines.
They'll come out with the big guns.
Try to get this game tied.
But you may want to consider putting out Crockett and Azowski's line because they've been the ones who have scored for the team tonight.
Back to the point. Kasha sends it down low behind the net. DeFeo leaves it for his Kasha walking in, rips it off the crossbar. Back to the point. Kasha winds and fires. Glove save in the body.
There have been so many posts and crossbars for both teams today that ringing sound is just, it's coming commonplace here at the rinks tonight. 3-2 the score. Lebanon Valley leads with 3:45 to go. Kasha had 2 good chances there.
Yep.
Hit the crossbar on the first. Got the feed from Satola for the second one and put it right into the chest.
All right,
of
Satola
Manquin.
on the draw for the Seawolves. Puck is loose. Bokikio back. Can't get a hold of it. DeFeo. Satola trying to win that puck, and all the way down. This should be an icing.
So now, again, Lebanon Valley can't change. And this is where the Seawolves really need to keep winning faceoffs. Keep giving themselves the first chance in the offensive zone. Don't let Lebanon Valley have the chance to clear the puck first. You can get that first shot on. Maybe you get somebody behind the defense and wait for that rebound off of Manquin.
All right, face-off. It's JT Hall's line out there. Back to Kasha. Winds and fires. Loose puck. Deflection on that shot, and it's slowed down going to the net. This is Hall walking in. Loose in front. And Manquin will gobble it up.
And that was also kicked off by Hall as he was backing in looking for the puck. So Hall, as that puck shot off of Kasha, it was deflected by Horst and started slowing down. Hall turned around, nearly had the shot to stuff it in, but couldn't get to it in time. And then he had the second chance, and Manquin made the play.
Face off to the left of Manquin. Hall on the draw for Stony Brook. Puck run back by LVC. Pessig with the puck. Sends it up the wall. Trying to be kept in, but unable to do it. Now it's backed into the Seawolves zone. And coming out is Scarola. Pessig on the forecheck as Underhill leaves it for Kasha. Kasha skating down all alone. Fires a high shot over the top of the net. Keeping that puck in is Shirting.
No, they're saying it hit off the netting.
They hit the netting, so the faceoff will come outside.
We're down under 3 minutes to go here now. So time's starting to get a little tight. And we are seeing them rolling only 3 lines at this point as the Crockett-Azowski line comes out.
Yeah, faceoff is going to stay in the zone. Yeah, all right. And here we go. Faceoff. Crockett's line is out there. Osowski, Crockett,
And Bozer.
and Roser. And puck comes up the wall. Kept in by Shirting. Fires it down low. Osowski reaches and misses. Bozer going after it. Sends it back down the wall. And unable to get it to Osowski. Picked up by Shirting off on the feed from Gilbert. Up the wall. Trying to get it to Bozer. Past Bozer in the zone. Bozer in on the forecheck. Puck is loose. Comes up the wall to Shirting. Fires a shot. Hits the body. He goes wide.
Lebanon Valley's done very well
send it
blocking
in.
shots. Because they've blocked at least 10
This
from
is
what I've counted.
Osowski now trying to get to the loose puck. Back to the point. To Bishop. Sends a shot. It's blocked. Osowski puts a stick on it. Shirting now will send it deeper. Walking in. Shirting off the shoulder of Manquin. And into the netting. And they will change it up. We're down to 2:04 left to go. Lebanon Valley holding that 1-goal lead.
Now we're going to keep an eye on Scroll. We're down to about the 2-minute mark. So if they win the faceoff and keep some sustained pressure in the zone, we may see Garavallo bring Scroll out of the net for the extra attacker.
There's no doubt he'll take him out of the net. I mean, he'll have to. Face-off to the right of Manquin. And the face-off won by Lebanon, but Stony Brook gets control of it. And Satola's pinned to the wall, still trying to move the puck. Back to the point to Kasha. Kasha over to Gilbert. Gilbert sends one to the net. Loose puck. Deflected to the wall. Now the puck is out of the zone and into the Stony Brook zone. Could be a 2-on-1. This is Cowan. Oh, cross ice feed. This is DeFeo now picking the puck up. Coming down right wing. He's got Satola. Fires a shot off the post. Oh, just wide of the post. Kasha with the puck. Sends it across. Gilbert, can he get there? No, he can't. Time is running down. 1:24 left to go. Kasha will just fire it in. And the Seawolves are going to have to take an extra attacker out there.
They're going to have to wait to touch up first.
Kasha, Sherding, nice play to get that puck deep.
And there goes Scarola.
Scarola to the bench.
Here comes Zazowski as the extra attacker.
Seawolves have one extra guy on the ice. And it's going to be icing, but someone's got to go get it. All right. Face-off will be back in the Lebanon Valley zone.
If you're Coach Garofalo, do you call timeout now to see if you can devise a play with 50 seconds to go?
I mean, now would be the time. Now would be the time to do it. If you have a timeout, you take it. Yeah, or you just if your team knows what to do with the extra man up, then you. Yeah, they just want to catch Lebanon.
Lebanon Valley's going to call the timeout.
Yeah.
Looks like.
Well, I don't know what the ref these linesmen are discussing. But I guess now Lebanon's going to call a timeout. And we are down to the last 52 seconds. Stony Brook right now is outshooting Lebanon 40-38 after being down almost 2-1.
Yeah, they were down 24-12 at one point. But if I'm Lebanon Valley, I'm doing my best to make sure nobody gets anywhere near the slot.
Folks, we're going to probably shoot right out, cut right off at the end of this game. So we just want to remind everybody, we'll be back next weekend. Stony Brook will be playing Central Oklahoma Saturday night, 8:30, and Sunday at 3:30, just like our normal time slots.
And those are going to be the last two home games of the regular season.
Right, last two home games of the regular seasons before the ESCHL playoffs.
Which the Seawolves will be going for a four-peat.
Right, going for a four-peat, and then before they go to nationals. So tune in next week. All we can say about this game is that the Seawolves, unfortunately, did not come ready to play a whole game today.
No, they didn't.
And they played a good game last night. But, the Lebanon Valley team, you got to say, they are an up-and-coming team. Yeah, they definitely are.
And they've earned respect around the league by the way they played this year, and they're showing why.
Yeah. Face-off will be to the left of Manquin. The Seawolves have 52 seconds to go and an extra man on to try to pull it off. This is JT Hall on the draw for the Seawolves. He's going against Thurby. Face-off won by Seawolves. Gosh, that's Sherding with the blast, but it never got to the net. It got blocked. This is Scarola. Actually, Satola fell down with the puck. One-time shot chance. Gobbled up by Manquin.
That one was a little bit of a
didn't get there. Sherding, actually, they had Kasha right there for that one-timer.
But it was bouncing around.
But it never got to him to get a one-timer off. So
a nice sliding block by Thomas.
Yeah.
To knock the puck in the air.
And you got to credit to they've done everything they can. They've blocked a lot of shots.
The crowd's starting to get into it here.
Loose puck here behind the net. This is Lizaldi trying to get to it. Back behind the net. We're down to the last 20. Loose puck, loose puck. Gobbled up by Manquin.
Down to 18 seconds to go here. The Seawolves have 6 on. They have a couple.
The Seawolves are going to call a timeout now.
Yeah, now the play you got to do, get that puck to the point, but get Hola Satola in front of Manquin, block him. Looks like they're looking for the timeout. No one's seeing it, but now they're getting it. Again, like I said, the play here, get Sherding or Kasha the puck, get Hola or Satola in front to deflect it in, or at least screen Manquin so he can't see the shot from the point. That's what's got to be, because they're not going to let you have the slot. So if you can get one person in, that's what you're going to have to do.
Colin Bromstead drawing up the play. And really what it comes down to is it just has to be a quick face-off win, one pass and one shot.
Yeah, you can't mess around. Just let it rip. As soon as you get it, fire away. Because that's what you had time for at this point. Seawolves back out on the ice. It's going to be Underhill, Lizaldi, Kasha, Hall, Satola, and Scherting.
All right, face-off to the right of Manquin. JT Hall on the draw. We're down to 18 seconds.
Satola jumped.
And Satola could take the draw. There's two centermen on the ice for the Seawolves. Back to the point. Scherting looking around, find a play, scores a goal! And we're all tied up.
You want to talk about clutch? That right there. Frank Scherting just watches, waits, and he just takes that perfect shot. We're going to take a look at that on replay. Here's the face-off from Satola, and it almost rolls out. Scherting has to put his stick out as far out as he can. Here's the move he makes around. Makes that one move to fake the shot, and here's that shot. And gets the looks like it might have gotten deflected
I think
by
he got hit
Lizaldi.
in front. Yeah, I think Lizaldi got it. Lizaldi tipped it in.
So that'll be from Scherting and Satola. But you want to talk clutch goal? 11 seconds to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Coach Parsons wants to have a review of that.
Well, can't have a review, unfortunately. It's a goal. There's nothing much you can do about it.
Now watch that move one more time. He gets past a sliding Hefferon.
Who got the goal?
Lizaldi.
Congratulations, Justin Lizaldi. Nice goal on the tip.
And that's his 13th of the season from Scherting. His 17th assist of the year.
Yep.
And for Satola, his 33rd assist.
So this game will go to overtime because we're down to 0.8 seconds, and Seawolves will. Yeah.
Down to 0.8 to go. So now it's this face-off, unless Hall can get a quick shot, it's really not going to matter.
Doesn't matter, Chris. It's too late. Come on. It's 0.8 seconds. You're going to take this game to overtime. That's it. That's all you're going to get out of it. So now the teams will switch sides and we'll go to overtime. Yeah, so right now this actually is to LVC's advantage because they get the tie.
Yeah.
So, if anything, this might take the Seawolves out of their number one slot. But like I said, it doesn't really matter. They're only going to move one spot, maybe two at the most.
Yeah, we're going to look at this goal one more time.
Yeah, this is a good move here because they're blocking everything. So Scherting makes a great play.
Yeah, Scherting anticipates the block. He shows great patience, anticipating that Hefferon's going to slide for that block.
And how did Lizaldi hit that puck in? Did it go off his stick high? Was the stick off the ice?
Let's look here. As you can see here comes, as we watch, here comes the shot. Lizaldi picks his stick up right about here. Here comes the shot. Now Lizaldi lifts the stick right there.
Because the puck is already going up.
And then it deflects down off of Lizaldi's stick.
Okay, so that's what happened. He was playing the puck where it was going, and the puck went down. Yeah,
and that's great hand-eye coordination. I was talking to Frank Kasha before the game, and we were talking about how much goes into being able to play hockey. And I had mentioned that there are some similarities to baseball, and he goes, really the only similarity is hand-eye coordination. There's your example. There's Exhibit A of hand-eye coordination right there. We're gonna play some overtime here. This is the first overtime we've had in quite a while, actually.
Yeah.
I know we had one earlier in the season, and it was one that the Seawolves did win. And again, it was also they scored. Underhill scored the goal with like 1 second left.
Mm-hmm.
That was on the other rink. That was a Sunday game.
Mm-hmm. Sunday games have been most of the overtime games I've seen with the Seawolves have been on Sunday.
Really?
Yep. I think we've had a couple where they won. You know, they've won them late. One was against Liberty. I think one was against Liberty one year.
I'm trying to go back to last season. Any overtime games? I don't think we had any overtime games here at home last year.
All right, we are ready to begin the overtime period. As we're just waiting for the officials to get to, and I think we're checking the rules because some people think that ACHA hockey overtime is 4-on-4. It's not. It's 5-on-5. At least that's what we've always had. And I think they're just trying to look up the rules on the smartphone.
Just making sure. Wait. Well, I hope those people don't have Verizon because they'll be waiting for quite a while.
It's 5-on-5.
You would think that they'd have a rule book back there just to be sure.
Look at this. Even Coach Garofalo and Coach Hawkins are looking.
We're gonna have all the rules for you in just a second. Overtimes are played 5-on-5 unless penalties carry over from regulations or are called during overtime. Teams switch enter overtime, guarding the same net as they did in the second period.
No. He's putting up 4 fingers. I don't know. Oh,
No,
it is?
It is 4-on-4 by ACHA policy.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. So it's 4-on-4, but it's not an NCAA rules, but we do follow NCAA rules in a lot. Oh, look at that quick opportunity there, almost. Oh, JT Hall and Lizaldi almost capitalizing right off the face-off. JT Hall got that puck turned over. Nice job. Puck is loose, picked up by Straub. Watched by Hall. Hall picks it off again, comes walking in. All alone. Poke checked. And picked up by Underhill. Underhill winds and turns. Comes in on left wing. Winding up, coming around the net with the puck. Turns and fires! And a save by Manquin.
The Seawolves have taken the majority of the shots of late. So they're now up by 5 in the shot category.
Dumped in by Sherding all the way in for Satola. And that puck goes right to the goaltender. He kicks it back. Satola, nice job on the forecheck. Picked up by Underhill. Underhill holding that puck. Satola trying to get it at the wall to Kasha to try to get a shot. Underhill digs it out. Now loses it. Late change for the Seawolves. All the way around the wall. This is JT Hall with the puck. He's got Pokikio with him. And Kasha breaking in with him. And off the deflection into the netting.
A big goal by Justin Lizaldi in the last 10 seconds gets us to overtime here.
Face-off will be in the
and really,
Lebanon zone.
This team does have a flair for the dramatic.
All right, face-off to the right of Manquin. JT Hall back out there, back to the point. Gilbert sends it to the net. Oh, just missed. Off the glove. And looking for a home run feed.
He had Labonte, too.
Off the stick, Labonte, and sent all the way around by Scarola, but missed by Kasha. Back up to Gilbert. Gilbert to Pokikio through the neutral zone. Pokikio 1-on-3 will just dump in deep and go after it. The Seawolves need to get more guys on the ice.
That was a very slow change. That's
Again,
not what you want to have in overtime
and
when
again,
there's a lot of
4 on 4, and you have different players playing. So this is Osaski. He's got help. He's got Bishop with him. Osaski to Bishop. Sends it back to Osaski. And the shot never got through. Down to 2:45 left to go in the extra period. Knocked down on the neutral zone. This is Bishop going to get it up to Sherding. Sherding will control the puck. Lose it now on a nice check. Shot on goal, saved by Scarola. Hasn't seen much in this overtime period yet.
That was the first shot of this overtime.
Yeah. Osaski trying to make a move around Horse, but Horse made a nice play to stop Osaski. And what do we have here? Too many men?
Not exactly sure what they're calling right now. Too many men?
I don't know.
Oh, there's Williams is opening up the penalty box, so somebody's going.
Yep, it's going to be too many men. I think it was. Yep. Seawall is going to have to pay the price right now.
That's just miserable. That's bad.
And this is what happens when you're going into an overtime period and you're really, really shortening your lines and you're only playing so many players. You got to be disciplined to know who's got who's got the next guy up. And now we're down to 2:11, and the remainder of this overtime period will be played shorthanded. Yep. Seawolves got to hope for a shorthanded goal or pray for a shootout. Loose puck. All right. Puck deflected out off the stick of Crockett.
And Bakikio is the one serving the penalty for too many men.
Faceoff will be to the right of Scarola. Crockett on the draw for the Seawolves against Thurby.
They got some free hockey today here at the rinks.
Yeah, some bonus hockey. Gilbert gets it, sends it back up to the point. No one with the puck. Scarola screened in front. Thurby with the puck now. Oh, Scarola. Actually, Crockett almost got that puck. Oh, deflection attempt by Hefferon, just skidded wide.
Hefferon's sitting behind Gilbert and Sherding.
Shot right on the cross-ice feed and a save by Scarola. 1:30 left to go in the man advantage in overtime here. And the Seawolves will make a change. They'll come out with Gervaisi, Bishop, and Miller. Trying to keep it strong on defense. Never mind offense here. Just keep the puck out.
It's clear the puck, kill as much time as you possibly can.
This is Gervaisi on the draw. And he wins it. Bishop trying to get a hold of it. Up the wall. Seawolves need to get possession of this puck. They got to find a way to get a hold of it. This is Horse controlling. Back to Horse. Horse. One-time shot. Oh, and that's it. It's over. Lebanon Valley wins the game in overtime on a one-time feed shot and goal by Travis Hall.
And we've seen him make some good efforts out there on the ice. Now he finally was able to convert on one.
So for Lebanon Valley College, they have actually are the only team that have taken 2 games from the Seawolves this year. This one being in overtime, nonetheless, it is a win. So we congratulate Lebanon Valley College on a great game today, rebounding from last night and winning one in overtime by the score of 4-3. So through the game, shots on goal, Stony Brook had 42, Lebanon had 41, and Stony Brook took that penalty in the third period, in the extra session, and came 10 seconds left to go in it, and just unfortunately not able to defend well there. But we are, the players are congratulating each other at center ice there. There was a good series between the two. And so we're going to say on behalf of Trevor, on behalf of Andy Sukoff and myself, we wish you all a good weekend, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.